He's trying to get into the centre, so that's why that goes down. Amateur +5, but he's a pro now. He plays senior events. And he's always had this movement. He's always had this movement. And we work every week for years to try and get him to get centre, do this. And he's always had a little bit of this. So when you see him tomorrow, you'll see whether he's still got a little bit of that, but not so much. He's just got a little bit now, but not very much. But it's basically why we try to get the left and right side to work properly so we don't have to rebalance. There's people that go, when you're teaching, right, the ones that go round over rotate from the middle. There's people that go, when you're teaching, right, the ones that go round over rotate from the middle, they can't stay here. They've got to come first here. So then when they're over here, they then got to go here. So that's 3 movements to make the club come in square. And so we're always trying to get it so that my left side stays strong and my right side works out. And then I come in and meet that angle again here, right, just covering the ball. So I'm not having to rebalance. And when I swing my arms down, my body just goes around when I go from here. It just follows my spine. It just follows my spine, like that. So it makes it easier to get consistent to square the club up. That's why Peter Senior, when he's hitting, he'll be with a 7-iron, 1 metre left, 1 metre right from the straight line. With a 7-iron, 1 metre left, 1 metre right from the straight line.
Square.
All the time. And all he's doing, he's going back here like this and going through here like this. He's going like this and like this. There's no real point where there's a dead ball. And even Mo Norman, you know, Mo Norman, famous Mo Norman, he used to start with his body like this and his club down here. And then he just lift it up. And then he'd come in and go like this with his feet on the ground. And then he used to call it pipeline, he'd go like that. But he always said, he'd go like this on the back, he'd go like this on the down, and he'd go like that, and the ball got in the middle. The ball got in the middle. Never hit at the ball, he said. So the never hitting at the ball is a big thing with getting the angles right on both sides. The other thing is the turning for both of you guys. The turn, because it's just a word for this way, right? Who knows what a turn is? So I can turn like this, I can turn like this, and they're all turns. Rotation, they talk about rotating. You've got to rotate, you've got to rotate. But when you're throwing and when you swing, there's a point where the back part stops and the down part starts. And it's a, you know, so if the turn is wrong and this continues, then I get all these other movements. So the rotation can't be explained in degrees of 90 degrees, I used to say, 90-degree turn. Mo Norman used to say 90-degree turn, everyone's trying to do this. And where do you measure? Where's you measure the 90? And where do you measure? Where's you measure the 90? So in the right side of the swing, we basically always, people will say that we don't look like we turn because we're only turning a little bit, but it looks full, but it's not a big motion. And it's because we're not turning like this. So that's that picture there, which is my favourite picture of Mr. Hogan, see? So he has to turn only that much, and there's these lateral muscles down there, all tight. Because if I go past the turn, I can't have the tight muscles. If I tilt, I can't have the tight muscles. But if I coil, I should have, I don't, but I should have them there. I'd like to have them there. So, you know, yeah, that's all you got to do for a while. Simple.
Okay.